Everyone wants to be strong, but most people go about it completely wrong. They waste time on flashy exercises that look cool, but do absolutely nothing for real strength. If you want serious, no-nonsense gains, you need compound movements that recruit multiple muscle groups and force your body to adapt fast. I'll break down these 6 simple exercises will get you crazy strong. These are battle-tested, science-backed, and used by the strongest athletes on the planet. And trust me, if you skip any of them, you're leaving serious strength on the table. The last exercise is a total game changer. Number 6, lunges. If you're one of those people who skips unilateral training because squats are enough, let me tell you right now, you're setting yourself up for muscle imbalances, weak stabilizers, and an awkward limp when you actually need to use your legs functionally. Lunges aren't just about working your quads and glutes. They force balance, coordination, and core engagement, all while exposing weaknesses in your legs that you didn't even know existed. The real magic of lunges is their ability to fix muscular imbalances. Most people have a dominant leg. One side is naturally stronger than the other. If you only rely on bilateral movements like squats and leg presses, that imbalance will never go away. Lunges force each leg to work independently, making them one of the best exercises for athletes, lifters, and anyone who wants bulletproof leg strength. Plus, they translate directly to real-world movement: walking, running, jumping, climbing stairs. All of these movements mimic a lunge in some way. Lunges enhance flexibility and mobility, particularly in the hips. If you've ever felt stiff trying to squat deep, there's a good chance your hip flexors are tight. Since lunges put these muscles through a full range of motion, they naturally improve flexibility over time. This means fewer injuries, better performance in other exercises, and overall improved movement quality. Athletes who incorporate lunges into their training typically see improvements in sprinting mechanics, agility, and jumping ability, making this exercise essential for sports performance. Another underrated benefit of lunges is their impact on core strength and stability. Unlike squats, which allow both legs to share the workload, lunges force your core to work overtime to keep you balanced. If you ever struggle to keep your torso upright while lunging, that's your core screaming at you to get stronger. A weak core leads to energy leaks, meaning you're wasting strength trying to stay stable instead of using it to power through the movement. Number 5, clean and jerk. If there's one exercise that separates the casual gym goer from the truly elite lifter, it's the clean and jerk. This isn't just some random barbell movement. It's an explosive, full-body powerhouse that demands strength, coordination, power, and precision all at once. If you've ever seen an Olympic lifter hoist a barbell from the ground overhead in one fluid motion, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But let's be clear, most people butcher this lift horribly, and if you're treating it like just another gym exercise, you're already on the wrong path. The clean and jerk isn't just about lifting heavy, it's about generating maximum force in the shortest amount of time. That's why it's a staple for athletes looking to improve explosiveness, speed, and overall power. This movement forces your legs, hips, core, shoulders, and arms to work together in one synchronized burst of strength. You can squat all you want, but if you want true athletic power, this is where it's at. The clean and jerk consists of 2 major phases. The clean, where you pull the bar from the ground to your shoulders, and the jerk, where you drive it overhead. The clean requires explosive leg drive and impeccable technique, while the jerk tests your overhead strength, stability, and mental focus. If you're sloppy in either phase, you're not just losing efficiency, you're risking injury. Most beginners fail to clean and jerk because they either try to muscle the weight up instead of using proper mechanics, or they lack the mobility to hit key positions. If your hips are tight, your shoulders are weak, and your coordination is non-existent, this lift will humble you faster than you can say, ego check. The solution? Drill the fundamentals. Master the front squat, power clean, and strict press before you even think about attempting a full clean and jerk. And let's address another common mistake, catching the bar like a stiff, terrified robot. If you're afraid to drop under the bar and absorb the weight properly, you're fighting against physics. You're enjoying the video, leave your comment, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button. Number 4, chin UPS. This is one of the purest tests of upper body strength and one of the most underrated muscle builders out there. If you're skipping chin-ups because they're too hard, or because you'd rather stick to machine pull-downs, you're robbing yourself of serious lat, biceps, and grip strength gains. There's a reason why elite athletes, military personnel, and top-level bodybuilders all prioritize this movement, because it works. Chin-ups are a compound, multi-joint movement that primarily targets the latissimus dorsi lats, biceps, and forearms, while also engaging the core and stabilizing muscles. Unlike lat pull-downs, where you sit comfortably and pull a cable down, chin-ups require you to move your entire body through space, which leads to greater muscle activation and better functional strength. If you can knock out 10-plus strict chin-ups, you have real upper body strength, no debate. One of the biggest benefits of chin-ups is their carryover to other pulling exercises. If you're struggling with deadlifts, rows, or even bench press stability, chin-ups will help. They strengthen your grip, which is essential for heavy barbell lifts, and improve scapular control, reducing the risk of shoulder injuries. A stronger upper back means a more stable base for pressing movements and better overall posture, especially important if you spend hours hunched over a desk or scrolling through your phone. Number 3, overhead press. While bench press gets all the hype, the overhead press is what actually builds functional strength, core stability, and bulletproof shoulders. If you're avoiding it because it's too hard, congratulations, you're missing out on one of the best exercises for raw, real-world strength. The overhead press works shoulders, triceps, and upper chest, but it's so much more than just an arm exercise. To press heavy weight overhead, your core, lower back, and legs all have to engage. It's a full-body movement disguised as a shoulder exercise, and that's exactly why it's a true test of strength. If you can strict press a heavy barbell, chances are you have strong shoulders, a solid core, and great upper body control. One of the biggest mistakes lifters make is turning the overhead press into a standing incline bench press, leaning back excessively and shifting the workload to the chest instead of the shoulders. Not only does this take away from the exercise's benefits, but also puts unnecessary strain on the lower back. The fix? Engage your glutes, abs, and keep your rib cage down. This ensures you're pressing with your shoulders and triceps, not compensating with your spine. Another common mistake: pressing too much with the arms and not enough with the whole body. A good overhead press starts with a strong, stable base. Before even thinking about pressing, squeeze your glutes, brace your core, and lock yourself into position. When you initiate the press, think about driving your head forward as the bar clears your forehead, ensuring a straight bar path. If you're pressing in an arc, you're wasting energy. If you're struggling with overhead pressing, chances are your mobility is terrible. Shoulder tightness, poor thoracic extension, and weak stabilizers all lead to an overhead press that feels awful. The solution? Improve shoulder mobility. Strengthen your rotator cuffs and train your upper back. If you can't comfortably lock out a press without arching your lower back, your mobility needs work. For lifters looking to get the most out of their overhead press, progressive overload is key. Start with strict pressing, then add variations like push press using leg drive to train explosive power. Number 2, deadlift. It's the ultimate test of raw strength, demanding power from your legs, back, grip, and core all at once. You can't cheat a deadlift. Either you lift the weight or you don't. And if you're avoiding it because it's bad for your back, then congratulations, you've been misled. A properly executed deadlift doesn't destroy your back, it builds it into an indestructible machine. The deadlift works the entire posterior chain, including glutes, hamstrings, lower back, traps, and forearms. It's a movement that translates directly to real-world strength, whether you're picking up heavy objects, carrying groceries, or just moving through life. Deadlift strength is functional strength. Unlike machines that isolate single muscles, the deadlift forces your body to work as a unit, training everything from your grip to your spinal erectors. Now, let's get one thing straight. Most people butcher their deadlift form. The most common mistake? Rounding the lower back. If you look like a scared cat when you pull, you're setting yourself up for injury. A proper deadlift starts with a neutral spine, engaged lats, and a strong brace in the core. Your hips should be in a powerful position, not too high, like a stiff-legged deadlift, and not too low like a squat. The key is pushing through the heels, keeping the bar close to your body, and driving your hips forward at the top. Another mistake? Ego lifting. If you're loading up the bar with weights you have no business lifting and jerking the bar off the floor like a maniac, you're not impressing anyone. Strength is built through controlled, explosive power, not reckless yanking. Lower the weight, focus on perfecting your form, and progressively build from there. The deadlift comes in multiple variations, each with its own benefits. Conventional deadlifts focus on overall strength and posterior chain engagement. Sumo deadlifts, with a wider stance, place more emphasis on hip mobility and quad involvement while reducing lower back strain. Number 1. Dips. Dips are the upper body squat, a brutal bodyweight-based compound exercise that builds insane strength in your chest, shoulders, and triceps while also improving core stability. If you're skipping dips because they're hard, you're skipping one of the most effective push exercises out there. Unlike the bench press, where you're lying down and rely on the bench for support, dips force your entire upper body to stabilize itself in free space, making them far more functional. That's why gymnasts, some of the strongest pound-for-pound athletes in the world, use dips as a staple in their training. When done correctly, dips develop real pushing power, helping you press heavier, improve lockout strength, and even increase your overhead press performance. Most people, however, butcher their form on dips. The biggest mistake? Not controlling the descent and letting the shoulders take all the strain. If you're dropping down like a wrecking ball and bouncing out of the bottom, congratulations, you're begging for shoulder injury. The key to safe, effective dips is full control. Lower yourself slowly until your elbows hit at least 90 degrees. Then press back up explosively without flaring your elbows too much. No half-repping, no bouncing, no sloppy mechanics. Another mistake? Leaning too far forward or staying too upright without intention. Leaning forward engages the chest more, making dips a great alternative to decline bench press. Staying more upright shifts the focus to the triceps, making dips an excellent triceps mass builder. Both variations are valuable, and you should be using both depending on your goals. You like the video? Leave your comment, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.